Hi friends, food waste for all major industries or constructions. The industrial food waste is one of the major issues causing the uh, awkward environment in the industries. So, how you can do the best for industrial home waste, that is food waste. So you can see, even whether it's a big constructions or manufacturing or any oil and gas plants anywhere, when the canteen or the dining areas are there, the food waste, one of the major waste, the people just panic or just they are afraid to handle this food waste because of the smell, and it's a highly odorous. This water content and the food waste leads to the prey for the animals. So then they are finding the ways how to handle this waste. Especially these waste are room for all kind of diseases and fungi, bacteria, and water, and issues like health issues, hygienic issues, all incorporated with the food waste. So when you are handling the food waste, you have to first start with the menu. So wherever the canteen and kitchen and food handled, you have to start with the menu, saying that the quantity needs to be reduced in terms of menu. So you have to give the foods which are all digestible and natural, and also the like, when you are giving quantity high foods, definitely it will make high wastage. So it's better to concentrate the menus like a small break, small snacks like foods, and concentrate on more on watery and liquid foods. So when you give the liquid foods, the amount is very, you can choose the amount of the quantity is required, and also the waste also you can just you can just collect it to the waste sums when you are cleaning. But when it says the waste, the food waste, definitely it will a mountain task. So when you are concentrating the menu itself, very minimum menu with snacks like items, and also concentrating on liquid food more than the solid food, because the liquid food easily you can transport, or easily you can treat with treatment plants. But when it's come to the solid food, definitely it's a huge task. So when you are concentrating the menu itself, you can reduce the food waste. Then second thing, there is a monitoring of food, and then the quantity what you are serving the people, you have to give the minimal quantity and ask if it's required only you can serve. Then third part is keep the proper containers, waste bins in and around where the foods are served and food are used there. So when the waste are collected in a separate bags, and also these bags you can keep somewhere separate sumps, or like a plastic syntax like a tanks. So use these tanks as a digester. What we can say, methane digester. Take this food waste and vegetable waste and just put it into the tanks. In the tanks you can make an anaerobic digester. Through this anaerobic digester, what you can say, you can put some cow tongue or anything like that, and then you can make a digester inside that. You can continuously put the waste, food waste and vegetable waste, and whatever waste you are collecting, biodegradable waste, you can put it into that syntax tank and then make a digester. From that you can use the gas is evolving from the syntax tank. What gas is this? Methane gas is evolved from the that syntax tank having the digester. So through that methane gas, you can use it for the boiling purpose, boilers, and you can use it for a cooking purpose. Instead of LPG, you can use the methane gas for cooking and boiling, or any kind of the flaming things you can use for this gas as a environmental friendly. So this is the best way of environmental friendly method to make it as a food waste. I am talking about large quantities. When the big construction industries or big canteens, big accommodation camps, big oil and gas units, those who are 5,000 people, 10,000, more than 10,000 people are staying in that areas or working in that areas. They have that much food waste. That waste you can make it as a methane digester, where you can put all the waste. First you can minimize the waste through the menu itself, and second you can minimize through the monitoring. Through the monitoring itself you can minimize it. Third part is you can take the food, keep the separate bin, and take the vegetable waste and food waste separately and mix it to the digester, feed to the digester, and that digester tank, it's also a syntax tank. So in that without oxygen, there is a presence of without oxygen, there is called anaerobic digester. In that anaerobic digester, what you can get? Methane. So you can continuously use as a fuel for the cooking or boiling methods. Then another method, these waste also you can keep it in a separate underground sumps or underground tanks for manure preparations. The ones the complete foods like rice or some kind of foods like a minute quantity or quantity is very less, you can make it as a manure by means of keeping this one in the tank and putting some bacteria or manure bacteria or cow tongue, anything that mix it and make it close it. Then it will make and mix with the soil. When you are keeping on mixing with the soil, cow tongue and this vegetable waste or this food waste, you can mix it all and keep it there in the underground tank or in the separate. Even you can use it as polythene bags. So in that, when you are keeping at least 1.5 months to 2 months, you can say hardly, in case of food high, 3 months times you can get good manures. These manures you can use it for plants or vegetations or greenery area around your campus. So this will help you to good environmental practices for the waste. So there are ways how to control the domestic food waste. Even though it's a biodegradable, but when it continuously sending to the outside, or when you are disposing outside, definitely it will make huge cost, and it will give the more money or burden to the company. But it's not when you are sending outside, it's not environmental friendly. some people may dispose these things outside the company or outside the premises. It will also make the order for the company. So it's just to make it all these practices, it's all good environmental practices for the waste management of home food waste. So industrial food waste is very very important to concentrate. You can do it either manure or through the methane digester. You can make it LPG. Sorry, you can make it methane and another gases, or you can control all the waste. Then you can get a lot of energy resources from the waste itself. It's a good practices. You can follow it all your industries. That is the best way to handle the waste, industrial food waste. Okay, if you like these informations, you can subscribe this channel and press the bell icon. You can continually get all the informations. Thank you.